So a small disclaimer before I start this video. This video is from the perspective of a fan of this actor's work, and shouldn't be taken as my personal thoughts about this person. Doubly so in this case, because this video ended up coming out very close to their birthday. This was not my intention. I was made aware of this information after I had completed half of the script, and I've been working on this video for 2 weeks. But in honor of this, honestly really funny coincidence, I hope that they have a wonderful birthday. Now, on with the video. I was able to play the open network test for Sonic Racing Crosswords, and I really enjoyed the performances of all the characters in this game. In my opinion, Sonic games as of late have been on quite an upswing when it comes to its voice acting. The focus on characterization as of late has only helped to improve the performances of these characters. One of the performances that I enjoyed was Michelle Ruff's as Cream the Rabbit. Cream is my favorite Sonic character and has been a favorite of mine for almost as long as I've been a fan of the series. Crosswords so far has been my favorite depiction of the character, in part due to Michelle Ruff's performance. I wanted to talk about it as both a fan of her work and someone who wants to improve their knowledge of character acting. And from doing this, I want to understand why I like this performance as much as I do. So, now my dear viewers, join me as I ask, why do I like Michelle Ruff's performance as Cream the Rabbit in Sonic Racing Crosswords? Hold it! I need to give some context as to what I was feeling before hearing this performance. When it came to the Sonic series during the 2010s, Cream barely made any appearances during this time in the series. While some might consider that a blessing, since the writing for the characters was divisive, to say the least. As someone who was getting more invested into the series at the time, it was really sad to see my favorite character barely get mentioned at all. She would get referenced through Sonic Channel art or get some small cameos like in the comics or in some spin-off games. But when her last mainline appearance was Sonic Generations, it definitely felt like she was just gone from the series, almost as if she had faded out of existence. However, it seems she's made a bit of a resurgence in recent years, from appearing in the Sonic IDW comics to being a playable character in Sonic Dream Team. While Sonic Dream Team was a small mobile game, it was nice to see Cream again, and I thought that the performance Michelle Ruff gave for Dream Team was pretty solid. It definitely sounded a bit different to how Cream sounded before, but it was a performance that I really enjoyed. After that was said and done, I figured that this was as good of a performance that we were going to get from Michelle Ruff as Cream, that they'd simply reuse the same voice clips that she had done before in past games, since that tends to be the case for most spin-off games in most big series. So you can imagine my surprise when Sonic Crosswords was announced, Cream was confirmed to be playable, and that her voice clips were brand new ones. Oh, but wait, there's more! Every character would have a unique interaction with a rival in Grand Prix mode, and have entirely unique dialogue with every single character. Let's just say, I was really looking forward to hearing how Cream would sound when the game came out. And while I couldn't play the beta test in February, I definitely wasn't missing out on the open network test that finished up at the start of September. So with that all said, I can now properly give my thoughts on Michelle Ruff's performance. First, I want to talk about general voice clips. When you choose Cream on the select screen, she says this.
Hello!
Aww, it's adorable! I mean, it's really good in my professional, unbiased opinion. But more importantly, I adored all the voice clips that she had between her starting a race or her performing tricks. All of them give her this youthful energy, like she's having so much fun racing around the track. It made me feel excited to do tricks or jumps in the water just to hear those clips over and over again. It's hard for me not to smile when the character sounds like they're having so much fun.
I did it! Did you see? Did you see?
Sure, these voice clips are small, but in a lot of games, some of the things that tend to stick in my mind are the voice clips. You're going to be hearing them throughout most of your playtime. So those clips being cool, funny, or in this case, super cute, make the experience that much more enjoyable. Plus, I wasn't expecting any of these clips to be new ones to begin with, so it was a very pleasant surprise that I ended up enjoying the voice clips as much as I did. I also really enjoyed her rank-up voice clips.
Good job! Let's keep going! Very good! How exciting! I'm so proud of you! Hooray!
It feels like you and that character are working together to rank up, and when you reach legend rank, even the character themselves are amazed with your efforts.
You've gotten so far! Wow! Just wow!
What else is there? Alright! There are also emotes!
Hello, everyone!
I'd like to inform everyone that I totally never used them before I started most of my races whatsoever.
Hooray!
To stop my fanboying for a moment, I would like to compliment the pitch of Cream's voice since I mentioned I had liked Michelle Ruff's performance in Dream Team earlier, but I do think her pitch in that game was a bit too high at points. Here's an example of what I mean.
I won't let you hurt Miss R.E.M. I won't let you hurt her anymore!
I'm willing to take this as either a potential directing issue, or from Michelle Ruff not voicing the character in... Ooh, my god! Not voicing the character for 12 years at that time, but I can say I think her pitch in this game has been improved. Whether it be her taking that feedback into consideration, or them being more comfortable with the character, I personally think it's an improvement. It's still at a higher pitch that most child characters have, but it's still able to keep Cream's character traits of being kind and well-mannered in mind. I tend to not like a lot of child voices, mostly because they end up focusing too much on sounding like a child rather than sounding like a character. But to have one that I think sounds good and is able to stay in character, I think that's really impressive. My favorite thing from these clips is that throughout my experience, I really did feel like I was playing as Cream the entire time. Yes, I know I'm literally playing as the character when racing, but the voice clips really made it feel like I was playing as Cream. And that feeling of feeling like I really am playing as that character is a feeling I love when I'm playing a game. Overall, I really like these voice clips. From how cheery she sounds to just overall sounding cute, they truly were a delight to hear while racing. Now with those voice clips down, let's get into the many character interactions Cream has with the rest of the cast. You would think that since I only have clips from the network test, that I'd have very little to talk about. Well, I'm here to tell you that's not the case. We have clips for getting hit by another character's item,
Don't be mean, Dr. Eggman!
That was very, very rude, Cream.
as well as the rival interactions before you start a race.
You're mean and scary, but I won't run away. I fought your machines before, and I'll race you now too.
I wasn't able to get all the rival hit clips because they are surprisingly infrequent, but I was able to get all the Grand Prix interactions that were available from the open network test. From the item clips that I did get, I thought that Jet and Zaz's were really funny.
I didn't really, Mr. Jet.
This kid's ruthless.
No tapbacks, Mr. Zaz.
You got a Main Street kid.
The idea of the smug, overconfident Jet getting humbled by Cream is hilarious, and Zaz of all people saying that she has a mean streak is really funny, especially because of their rival interaction. There was also this one with Knuckles.
Keep trying, Cream.
I'm still here, Mr. Knuckles.
I don't know what direction Michelle Ruff was given, but I can imagine Cream making a really cute little pouty face whenever she says that. With how formal and polite Cream is, it's honestly easy to forget sometimes that she's still just a kid. So it's adorable and hilarious to see her act this way. There's also this set of item clips.
Are you proud, Knuckles?
Ha, nice one, Cream.
Wow, I got Shadow.
Well done, Cream.
Did you see that, Sonic?
Nice one, Cream.
I don't have anything specific to say except I think all of them are really, really cute. Just hearing her get super excited about hitting someone like Shadow or asking Sonic and Knuckles if they're impressed with her, all of them being absolutely adorable. Now let's get into the Grand Prix interactions. When talking about Cream's rival interactions, there seems to be 3 types of interactions that I find she tends to have. She's either having friendly banter,
I look forward to racing with you, Mr. Tails. Let's do our best and show everyone what we can do.
fighting back against anyone who underestimates her,
I can take care of myself, thank you very much. And I can race too. Just you wait and see.
or boldly taking on someone's challenge.
I will do my best Mr. Shadow. Just you watch.
For this section, I want to highlight Cream's characterization in these interactions. Let's look at her interaction with Zaz first.
Right on home, Gertie. I'm a man on the edge. I don't care who I mess up out there.
You're just a loud, mean bully. I'm gonna win just so you have to apologize.
I love how this response highlights two aspects of Cream's character. You can hear Cream is a little intimidated by him due to her stuttering, but you can also hear that determination in her voice, that she's gonna do her best to win in spite of Zaz's threat. And honestly, I'm right there with her. I ain't gonna let this flat-footed fool talk down to me like that. But more importantly, the addition of her stuttering and the tone of her voice saying that she's not gonna back down is an acting choice that I really appreciate. It all helps to inform the audience of what kind of character Cream is. I also quite liked her interactions with Storm.
You lost, little girl. This is where the race starts. Go get me some victory ice cream.
I'm here to race too, Mr. Storm. When this is over, we can go get victory ice cream together. Hello, Mr. Storm. I finished all my homework before coming to the race. Did you?
Oh, shoot, I completely forgot. Better hurry back and wait. I don't have homework.
These are honestly really funny, with Cream really not being afraid of Storm whatsoever. And even feel comfortable enough to politely tease him. It's interesting how she doesn't seem to mind Storm compared to someone like Jet, who clearly doesn't see her as a worthy competitor.
This is the big leagues, runt. Run on home to your mommy and leave the racing to the pros.
Mother knows I'm here and is very proud of me. I'm going to win and make her prouder still.
You can hear that determination in her voice, just like with Zaz, but without the fear this time around, showing that Cream is more annoyed with how he acts, rather than intimidated. My personal favorite of her interactions comes from one that she has with Tails.
Everyone's going to be watching us. Let's do our best and show everyone what we can do. You bet. Good luck, and see you at the finish line.
This one is more of a personal reason, if anything. When the open network test was still open, I remember texting my friend, "See you at the finish line," before we started playing. We were both able to have a good laugh about it. And then afterwards, while we were still playing, he said it right back at me when he beat me in a race. I never thought that one little taunt would evolve into a small little joke that we had. And now I just think of this phrase every single time I race against one of my friends. I could honestly keep going on and on about the other rival interactions, but to be frank, I'd just be repeating myself. The point is, I like how Cream is characterized in these interactions. From the little things you can notice in Cream's voice, to how well she's characterized in her conversations, I can truly say it was a delight to hear these interactions. I'll be honest, when I got to this part of the video, I felt really dissatisfied with what I had so far. Yes, I was able to give a bit of an analytical perspective on it, give my own thoughts on what I thought the actor was going for and if I liked them, or that these little clips were cute, funny, or even had a personal story attached to them. But I never thought that they adequately answered the question that I posed at the start of this video, of why I liked Michelle Ruff's performance in this game. All of those things that I've said throughout this video are true, but none of them felt like the answer that I was looking for. It bothered me so much that I was honestly contemplating scrapping this entire video altogether. A video that I really wanted to make. One where I spent literal days just editing and scripting and doing nothing else. But a voice in my mind just kept wondering, why? Why did it resonate with me? But when I sat down and looked at everything that I just made, that's when I made a realization. The reason I liked the performance so much was because I simply connected with it. I had mentioned before that I really felt like I was playing as Cream while playing, or I had that personal story about the "see you at the finish line" clip. Well, the reason those things came to mind was because they got a response out of me. I liked them for one reason or another, and I felt like I could feel a bit of what the character was feeling. That I could feel the fear of going up against someone like Zaz, or how exciting it is to do tricks in the air. It felt like I was able to feel not just that character, but that actor's emotions as well, even if it was just for a moment. It's something I felt about many performances in the past. But hearing Michelle Ruff's performance here got me to realize that. Add on to the fact that I think the characterization in this game is really good, and it makes sense to me now why this is my favorite depiction of Cream in the series. It's an answer that I'm satisfied with, from both an objective standpoint and a subjective standpoint as well. I think what stopped me from seeing this answer sooner was because I thought a personal answer to that question was honestly unacceptable. I kept thinking about if I'd be laughed at, if it sounded dumb, or if I'm just talking nonsense about connecting with fiction and the people behind it. But now, as I'm writing out my conclusion, I have this to say. I don't know what will happen when this video is released, but that I hope this video was able to connect with others in some way, and that whatever feelings you may have going on in your life right now, I encourage you to, within reason, try and express those feelings in whatever way that feels natural to you. Whether it be through art like me, or something else entirely, give it a try. It just might lead you to feeling connected to that very thing, or even to another person. Just like how I felt, I was able to connect with Michelle Ruff's performance. For anyone that stuck to the end of the video, thanks. I really appreciate it. Again, I really want to emphasize that disclaimer at the start that I do not know Michelle Ruff personally, just to make sure that there's no misunderstandings. I hope to make another video like this about other actors as well, but I'm definitely going to need a long break before I even think about doing the next one. With that all said, I hope to see you guys real soon. Bye-bye!